70 likes from that advert. So that was quite good, because I knew the people that were coming onto the page were the target market. Like, they wouldn't, like, if someone just ate steak and potatoes, they wouldn't have any interest in vegan sausage rolls. So, you know, kind of be really, really targeted, be really niche, and that's what I find really works. If you just do blanket ads, they're not going to work. You're not going to just be getting likes for the sake of getting likes. You really want people that want to be there and want to be on your page and are interested in. For the products on sale in the supermarket, I'll just do a promoted page post. If we have a new listing, like for Sainsbury's, I promote to fans and friends of fans. But if I want to get people onto the page that really I want to interact with us and kind of build a community, I suppose, on the Facebook page, then I'll use a targeted advert like this to say, you know, everyone in Ireland that likes vegetarian food, or everyone in Ireland that likes vegan food, or, you know, other things, maybe the Body and Soul Festival or yoga or something kind of targeted like that, you know, and that does work to bring targeted people onto the Facebook page and into the community.
May I ask there, regarding your vegan sausage rolls, why did you use a hashtag in front? Were you also using that on Twitter, or?
Yeah, it comes up because my Facebook status updates automatically feed into Twitter. So if I put a hashtag on my Facebook status update, when that goes into Twitter, it's an active tag. So people that are following, say, vegan food will be drawn back into the Facebook page then. We're doing some work on the brand at the moment, and we see when you put in Dees.ie, what's happening is it forwards to meatfreemondays.ie. That was never the intention. Meat Free Mondays was always kind of meant as an aside, kind of just a marketing thing that we were doing. My sister hates me after making her do this. I'm dressed as a pig. Michael from the village. So that was just kind of a mad idea I had one day, and that was supposed to be, you know, just something kind of stupid and funny to do. We had kind of a good laugh doing it. We just have, you know, we have linked it back, the live feed there through the Facebook page, and back onto my own Dees Facebook page. So there is a little bit of confusion there, and I suppose the lessons from that is, you know, you do need to have clear and consistent communications across all your channels, so everything kind of needs to be singing from the same hymn sheet. So, you know, on the Dees Facebook page, we're all talking about healthy eating and all that. Just having something meat-free like this, it kind of gets things confused, going, is it just meat-free? So there's a lot of messaging going on, and we're actually working on that at the moment and trying to get just that same message coming out all the time. I'll just go into the blog here so as well. By right, like, the blog should be embedded on the website, so all the traffic will go back to one point. So yeah, I just really use this just to post the recipes and just comments. Before we launched the quinoa pots in Tesco's, like, a lot of people are going, what the hell is quinoa? I have a bag of it in my press and I've just never used it. So we did this, we sent it around via MailChimp as well. We'd have about, I suppose, about 900 to 1,000 people on our email newsletter. So we just kind of send that around, and email marketing is very good as well for generating awareness. Yeah, so we use this, and we can kind of see then what search terms are bringing people to the page. So seemingly lots of gluten-free, lots of vegan recipes, and then more specific, then with people searching for BPA in food packaging, different things like that. So, oh yeah, this was another thing we did with Tesco actually. We pitched to all the major retailers in Ireland last year saying we want to sponsor a National Vegetarian Week in Ireland. Super Value weren't really so interested, neither were Dunn's, but Tesco came on board and we're like, yeah, that sounds like really fun, this is what we'll do. So we designed a logo. This didn't actually cost us anything at all. So we sponsored it. We did some events in the Bowery. We showed kind of a vegetarian film, and we had kind of like vegan pizzas and cupcakes and stuff like that. So what Tesco did in response was they put together special offers for the vegetarian section. Now, like the suppliers obviously paid for these special offers, but besides that, getting into the Tesco Price News, normally for a retailer that could cost 8,000 or 9,000 euros. So by coming up with this National Vegetarian Week idea, they gave us that for free. So that was huge exposure. We had a website as well for that, so I built this myself probably in about 2 days. It's not incredible or anything, but it just gets the message across. So what we had events on, so the Vegetarian Society in Dublin, like they organised different things for the week. We had special vegetarian week dishes created in different restaurants, like La Cucina in Limerick, Silico, Galway. So all these people are on Facebook, so they promoted National Vegetarian Week using a hashtag Irish Veg Week, and tagged us in some of their Facebook pages as well. Online we had a competition, so via SurveyMonkey we just had this, and we sent this out on an email marketing newsletter as well, just to get people to vote for their favourite products. So Tesco obviously were delighted that they came up with Best Supermarket for Chilled Vegetarian Food. So you put that up, and then the other retailers look at it and go, okay, look, Tesco are actually miles ahead of us. Dunn's don't have a vegetarian section, neither does Super Value, so maybe they just might start thinking, going, well, there are actually customers out there that want this, and hopefully come back to us. It's kind of a rising tide lifts all boats, I think. So Dunn's now have agreed to put a mini vegetarian section in, so they're going to put all our products and corn and the like in just one section. They don't have a huge range, but I think that's it's somewhat successful than just having products spread all over the store and customers not really knowing where to find them. So we also posted up just different recipes, so healthy, veggie-friendly breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and just a little bit about the nutrition. So again, that didn't really cost anything, only my time and the cost to put it together, but we got a really, really good response from it. So, you can kind of do things that don't cost a lot of money and get quite good effect from them.
How much time every week do you spend on blog and social media?
Well, I suppose because I just have my smartphone with me, I could be doing something else and just take a few minutes just to do that. But I would probably spend maybe about an hour every morning just putting together whatever post I am for the day. When I was on holidays, I can use an automatic, so you don't have to be there doing it every morning. I think it was Mediafeedia, MEEDIAFEEDIA. So you can put in your posts, say you can spend a whole day doing whatever posts you want for the month, and you can upload them, and they will schedule the posts for you. But I think it's important that you don't just schedule posts, you have to be there to interact with people then and comment. So there's no point just posting up something about the iron content of millet and the nutritional, and then just leaving it, because you need to go back. So I would use my phone to do that, so my husband say like I'm constantly on it, but I think you need to be, unless you have somebody to do it for you,
First step, there's no funding for first step solution.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, you need to show your sales. It's basically money in, money out at the start, so it needn't be something overly complicated. You know, say what customers you're targeting, how many products you think you will sell, how much it costs you to make the products, and different things like labour. It's very important at the start that you have your product costed right, because you might find, okay, it costs me say €1 to make, but by the time I have everyone's labour involved in making it, I might be actually making it at a loss. So until you get that right, there's no point in continuing any further. But if you can show, look, I can make this and actually make a profit, then you can pitch it put it into your business plan. Forecast how many units of sales, realistically, through what supermarkets, the timeline you expect them to come on. And once you can kind of have a good business plan together, people, there is money out there that you will be able to access. First step, gave the matching finance to the grant. So I already had the grant, so for them that was kind of a positive for me, in that the enterprise board already thought that this was a good idea. There's lots of mentors out there that help people. Forecasting can be very much finger in the air kind of thing. To kind of make it more realistic, like the business was planned in that, I didn't go to a farmer's market thinking I want to be at a farmer's market for the rest of my life. It was a period of market research. Obviously, if the customers didn't like the product, I would have just shot it on the head right then. I wouldn't have continued with it. So in terms of planning, you can plan it in stages. You can say, I'm going to go to the farmer's market, this is what it costs me to make this in my house, this is what I can sell, this is my profit. It's quite clear. We started off in an incubation kitchen in Ballincollig, so that was the kitchen that I got the grant for. The processes in the kitchen were quite labour intensive, so when you added in all the labour, the profits were actually quite small. We realised quickly that we couldn't, even if we got a really big order, we actually couldn't make it. So for about 2 years, there was a lot of learning involved in the actual production side of things, managing staff and all that. So when we launched the new ready meals, we kind of took stock and said there's no point in reinventing the wheel here now, in reinvesting in a lot of new ready meal equipment and a larger unit, because there's an empty food factory down the road that's already specced up and can make our products for us. So we approached them, and they priced us for the ready meals. We moved our burger line and staff into their kitchen. So finally we were able to make scale. So my role changed then, it became more focused on sales and marketing, instead of trying to run a small commercial kitchen and try and organise staff every day, worry about packaging deliveries that are coming in, all that sort of stuff, worrying about how the distribution is going to get down. So so it definitely did change in the last year. The business now actually works quite quick without me in it, which is kind of the end goal, I suppose. We've actually outsourced our bookkeeping to India, so our products are made in the factory. The orders come through to the factory now on a daily basis. Our distributors would pick them up from the factory down to Mitchelstown, then they would deliver into the warehouses of Tesco, SuperValu, SuperQuinn. So then what happens is the dockets then are emailed to the bookkeepers, so they would upload them into my books and issue the invoices, and then the checks come in at the end of the month. So that really frees up my time, and I think you need to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. I wasn't good at running factory. I was running around like a headless chicken most days, but now when I'm focusing on sales and marketing, that's what I really like doing, and new product development, obviously with my food science background. So going from that, it took 2 years to get us the Sainsbury's contract. You get an awful lot of no's. It's like, no, we already have this, no, we don't want it. So you have to constantly go back with new market research and prove that your market is there. So eventually they get us a go. So we know this is a test market for the UK. So if we can prove that we can sell more than corn or more than Sainsbury's own brand in that shop, then hopefully they'll give us more stores in the UK, and we kind of start the process all over again. But social media makes it very easy to market to people in other countries.